Players who have pre-ordered this game on console, and just console players who are mildly interested in Insurgency Sandstorm, this video is for you. We need to know what the future is for PS4 and Xbox One owners, because I think there is something happening that I want to discuss in this video. Firstly, I wanted to revisit the post released on August 14th by New World Interactive regarding the merger with Embracer Group. Before we go on though, if you stumbled across this video and love tactical shooters, make sure to subscribe with all bell notifications. New World will be working with Saber to bring Insurgency Sandstorm to current and next generation consoles in 2021. Now, something I have not seen anyone really talk about is the fact that the game is promised to be coming to next generation consoles reportedly in the first half of 2021. All being developed by Saber Interactive, who have a great track record of porting games from PC to console. However, my issue with this is, will the current generation console owners get forgotten about? Will this game that has been promised to players for years ever make its way to PS4 and Xbox One? The reason I say this is because my theory is that originally New World Interactive sourced this game out to a different company who were probably the cheapest at the time and asked them to get Insurgency Sandstorm on PS4 and Xbox One, and they just could not get it in a working state. The PS4 and Xbox One versions must be in a poor state, considering we have not seen a single screenshot, no gameplay, and not even a blog post talking about what they are working on to keep players in the loop. It concerns me that Saber Interactive will not have enough time to patch up the issues on the PS4 and Xbox One versions caused by the last studio, and also release it on PS5 and Xbox Series X in time for a release in early 2021. That's a serious undertaking. But you may say, well, we don't know how long Saber Interactive have been helping NWI. That's true, but I feel like this has been a relatively recent transition considering the constant delays and silence. What I'm trying to say is, I hope that this game releases on the current generation as well as next generation, but things aren't looking good. And I think NWI need to issue a statement and stop stringing PS4 and Xbox owners along a path of disappointment. Moreover, a bigger reason why I just can't see this game coming to current generation of consoles is because I just don't think they're going to see it as financially viable anymore. I think they've got to the point where they've probably spent so much money, so much resources on trying to actually optimize it for PS4 and Xbox One, and they're just going to look at this and go, let's cut our losses and bring it to the PS5 and Xbox Series X as a more stable version. But I think they should have told us this, and they should have told players much earlier, because in my opinion, they must have known about this for quite some time. I'm not saying that it's not coming to current generation of consoles. I'm just making you guys aware that if you do see a tweet like this saying, oh, we're sorry, and we're just going to bring it out on the next generation of consoles, well, you heard it here first, and I'm just making you guys aware of it. Still, I'm being told players haven't been given full refunds, or players who have won console giveaways and Insurgency promised to give codes to the winners still haven't seen any contact. Something has to be said. They're trying to play the silent game, hoping it will just blow away, but there's so many players that still want to give the game a try. I'll be honest, I plan to make content for new console players for Insurgency Sandstorm, and I was excited for more players to get involved with a tactical game I really love. It's just such a shame what has happened. Now let's answer the big questions and offer a bit of optimism for console players. Do I think if Saber Interactive were the people from the start developing the console port, would it have released on time? 100% yes. These guys know what they're doing, but I believe have not been given enough time to get this released without delaying it again. Will this game release on next generation consoles? Yes, and I think it will look and play great, and you will likely see improved resolution and a stable 60 FPS. This game could be a great addition and a selling point for the next generation consoles, and could be that catalyst to get more of these tactical shooters ported over, if of course it sells well. But that's up to whether players want to support this title and can look past everything that has happened. Will the next IP that NWI work on release on PC and consoles at the same time? Yes, and I think they will learn from their mistakes, and this time they will have a dedicated team to release it on all platforms. I also do think that the next generation is going to be exciting for tactical shooters, so I'm interested to see what happens. If you want to stay up to date with all the tactical shooters, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and until next time, have a good one.